Well, hello everyone. So I hope you are looking to know how do you make a media plan, or maybe your company has asked you to create a media plan for your interview, or maybe to get selected in some job positions. So let's try to understand it in 4 steps. We are going to start with the first question in the list, which is what is media planning? Then we will look into who needs a media plan, how to create a media plan, and media plan format. So, media planning is something which is a normal advertisement plan having the marketing forecast. So, any sort of marketing that you're gonna plan or you're gonna do for that particular duration, if it's for 1 month, let's say, then the plan is gonna have each and everything for that 1 month of duration, which starts with having the marketing objective. Then what all platforms you're gonna choose within that 1 month of marketing plan, then the campaign types, then what all campaigns you're gonna put, if it's gonna be one campaign, two campaign, or more than that, then ad formats, and finally it will be having things like the total number of impressions, clicks, bidding, cost, click-through rate, conversion rate, leads, and cost per leads. So all in all, it contains each and everything about the marketing activity that you're gonna plan for that particular duration, and that's why it's highly required from the clients, from the agencies, whenever they are planning to launch anything within a project. Then the question arises, who needs a media plan? Now it could be anyone who is looking forward to learn digital marketing, which could be a trainee, or people who are very new to digital marketing, learnings, digital marketing landscape, and then they are really keen to know things about media planning. Then ad experts who are going to plan and run the campaigns would always need these kind of media plans. And finally, the marketing managers of companies, in fact different companies will be having a high need of these kind of media plans. Then we'll look into how to create a media plan. So we will try to understand the creation of this media plan with one activity, with one plan, in fact, which is going to be a lead generation media plan for this website for the following courses with 3 lakhs of monthly budget. So we'll do this activity. We will try to create a media plan within this video so that you guys can learn how do we create a media plan. And finally, we will look into the media plan format. So you can copy this format from the video, and then using this format, you can create a media plan for yourself. Now let's get into the format sheet first. Now this is a media planning format sheet which I have made for a long list of videos, long list of projects, in fact, starting with a generic media plan, then a media plan with ChatGPT, real estate, e-commerce, US and Middle East, again real estate, education, LinkedIn, Facebook, hospital, Ayurveda company, UPS backup router, LinkedIn media plan. So there are a list of media plans available in the list. The one that we are trying to understand here is going to be the first one. So I come into this sheet and click on this link, which is having the format of a education based media plan. Now, this media plan is gonna start with a summary. In fact, every media plan that you make needs to have a summary, which is gonna contain most of the things about the company. So it starts with a company website. Now this is gonna be the company website. We're gonna make this plan for this company, which is unacademy.com. And so first and foremost, you always have to go through the company's details. You have to understand what all company's services are. So basically it's a company providing UPSC, IIT, JEE, NEET, bank exam, and lot of other exams classes. So we can call it as a coaching institute. They provide online learnings, online classes for several courses. Now we need to advertise this company, let's say, for 3 courses only, starting with NEET, which is a medical course, JEE, an engineering joint entrance examination course based in India, and then simply for 11th and 12th coaching. Now the objective of this plan is lead generation. This is again one of the most important part when you really need to know the objective, because sometimes you have objectives of branding activities where your entire planning differ than the objective of a lead generation plan. Then the platforms. So we're going to include Google and Meta, these 2 platforms, in the marketing of this particular plan. Then campaign types have to be search and lead generation campaigns. Target location has to be India. Duration 1 month. Monthly paid cost that we are assigning to this plan is going to be 3 lakh INR. Then monthly projected leads is something which we have to calculate. So is the average monthly average cost per lead. Now let's look into how do we create the media plan. So the journey starts with understanding the company, which we already understood. This is a normal online coaching institute. Then the services which needs to be promoted are NEET, JEE, 11 and 12. So let's copy these services. And the first thing that we have to do is to get into a Google Keyword Planner tool. So you simply have to come into ads.google.com. If you don't have an account of Google, you can simply go to ads.google.com and then create a fresh account over there. Then you come into tools and settings and go to Keywords Planner. Now Keyword Planner is an internal tool by Google through which we plan all of our marketing activities. So I'm having like multiple plans in my list, multiple accounts in my list. So I'm going to choose one of the available ad accounts. Now let's say I choose the account by the name of, oh my God. Yeah, let's say I choose this account. And now we have to come into the first option of Keyword Planner tool, which is discover new keywords. Now we click over here and we put down our services over here. Now the services are NEET. Okay, so I just simply pasted all the three services: NEET, JEE, 11th and 12th coaching. And we have to do this planning for India as a market, because if you remember in our marketing plan, the target location that we had decided was India. So now we simply click on get results and let's see what all sort of results we get. Okay, now we get results like NEET results, JEE, JEE means. Now it majorly talks about the terms which is having more to do with results but less to do with coaching. So let's do one thing. Let's modify our services or the base keywords from NEET to NEET coaching, from JEE to JEE coaching, and then 11th coaching, and finally we have a word like 12th coaching. Now by using all these four terms means we are looking forward to pull out the results for these four services. So whenever you type in these kind of services, you get your base keyword results, starting with a column which says average monthly searches. So having average monthly searches of 5,400 numbers means people who are typing exactly the term NEET coaching within Google in India are getting this number of average monthly searches. Then the low page bid is the minimum required bidding amount that you have to pay to Google in order to get one click on this keyword. And the high range bid is the amount that you are paying or willing to pay to Google when the ads are being positioned in the top slots. So it differs whether you want to show the ads in the top slots or the bottom ones. You pay higher if you want to show to the top ones, and you pay lesser amount if you want to keep your ads in the low positions on Google. So I hope you know Google runs on a auction basis, on a bidding basis. Whoever pays high usually gets the ads in the top slots. In fact, bidding is not the only parameter to get the ad ranking. Along with bidding, your quality score also works. However, bidding is one of the prime parameter to get your ads in the top positions. So now you can see you have got a long list of keywords like best NEET coaching, best coaching for NEET, NEET coaching near me, Green Park Coaching Center. So you will always be finding a lot of keywords, and then you simply download the list from the top right button like in a CSV format. And from this list, you have to do your exercise of pulling out the best possible keywords for the campaign. Now, the one thing that we are going to pull out from this list is going to be the number of keywords, of course. And also we will look into what is the average cost that we are going to pay for one single click. Now, I have already pulled some good keywords from the list because it normally takes a lot of time. So I took the best 10 keywords. Usually I go with choosing 40 to 50 keywords, but because of this exercise, I'm just gonna show you a few good number of keywords. Now the keywords starts with NEET classes, JEE classes, 11th coaching, NCERT fingertips. Well, I don't know what does this mean. So I'm gonna take off this keyword from the list. The NEET coaching centers near me, NEET coaching. So it's gonna mix of NEET, JEE, and mix of so many things. Now the only thing which I wanted to have from this keyword list is the average cost per click. So if you can see, the average of all these terms are gonna be somewhere around 45. I took this average CPC for the top ranking ads, but I'm just gonna keep the average CPC of 40 rupees. Now So as I said, the first thing that you get from this keyword planning exercise is to get the average cost per click. Now I come to the actual Google ad plan, which is going to be a Google ad format for the media planning. Now this format is going to have things like platform. So the platform is going to be Google. Then the campaign type. Now the only campaign type that I have decided for this plan is going to be search campaign. Here also I'm gonna have three kind of search campaigns: one for NEET, second one for JEE, and third one for 11th and 12th classes. So for Google, I'm gonna have three campaigns. The placements of ads are gonna be search, Google search. So my ads are gonna be visible on Google Ads only. Ad format is gonna be text. Targeting is gonna be India. Type is gonna be click. And then I have so many fields over here. So let's try one thing. I'm gonna take off all these numbers from here, and then I'm gonna show you how do I make this media plan. All right. So let's say we don't have a CTR here, you don't have a conversion rate, you have a fresh format, which is usually not having any details in it. Now, the one thing which we pulled from the last tab was the average CPC, which is 40 INR. So the average CPC for NEET classes, which I pulled out earlier, was 42 INR. For JEE classes, it was 40 INR. And for 11th and 12th, it was 38 INR. So I have dedicated 2 lakh rupees of, in fact, we had a total budget of 3 lakh rupees, out of which we have bifurcated 1 lakh for Facebook, which is Meta, and the remaining 2 lakh is going into Google. And Google also, we have decided to give 80,000 rupees to the NEET classes campaign, 60 to JEE, and 60 to the 11th and 12th classes. Now, this is the column for average CPC, or average bidding amount, which means how much you pay for one single click. Now, in order to generate the total number of clicks, we have to simply divide the total cost with the amount of 42, which is the amount for a click. So the total number of clicks which we can expect after spending 80,000 rupees for the NEET classes is going to be 1905. Then we simply copied the formula, and these are the separate clicks which we generate for each campaign. Now, CTR is usually click-through rate. Click-through rate means the click rate of your ad copy. So let's say if you go to Google and type buy shoes, and let's say you are running the campaign for this company, which is adidas.co.in, and for a particular day, if this company's ad gets shown 200 times, out of which it only gets 10 clicks. So CTR is 10%. So CTR is simply click out of total number of impressions. Now we are going to decide CPR. Give me 1 second. I simply lost my file. Okay. So now CTR is always in percentage when we decide it. So for search campaign, the CTRs are varies from 5 to 10%. We're going to keep a CTR of maybe 8% for our search campaign. Then we have a CTR for 8% for all the 3 search campaigns. Now impression is something which we have to calculate. Now the simple formula for CTR is clicks divided by impressions into 100. If CTR is available in 100 already, sorry, in percentage already, then we don't have to multiply it by 100. Now the impression formula will become clicks divided by divided by CTR into 100. Now the impression will become clicks divided by CTR into 100. Now I'm not multiplying it by 100 because we already had this CTR in percentage. Had it not been available in percentage, I would simply divide it with, multiply it with 100. So the impression numbers becomes these numbers. So in total, we are gonna get 62,000 impressions after spending 2 lakh rupees on Google. Now conversion rate is total number of like the rate of leads. So at what rate you are generating the leads. Again, when I'm saying rate, I'm talking about getting a rate in percentage. So from a search campaign, we usually get a lead at the rate of 5% out of total number of clicks. Again, it varies from 3 to 5%, but for the sake of making this plan, I'm just keeping 5% CTR as of now. So 5% of the CTR means out of total number of clicks, we generate 5% conversion. We generate 5% of leads. So have we got 100 clicks for the plan for the search campaign? We would simply get 5 leads. Now we have to generate how many leads we are gonna get by keeping a conversion rate of 5%, the lead becomes 5% multiplied by total number of clicks. Now having the same percentage out of all 3 campaigns, we get these leads. Now the cost per lead become cost divided by leads. So it's going to be 840 for NEET classes, then 800 for JEE classes, and 750 for the 11th and 12th classes. Here also, we simply divide cost by the total number of leads. So we're going to get a lead in 800 rupees from Google. Now we also need to have a couple of requirements while running the Google ad campaigns. The first requirement is going to be a landing page which only talks about all these 3 courses. In fact, it would be more reliable, more practical if you have one landing page for NEET, which only talks about the NEET classes, second landing page for JEE, only talking about JEE classes, and third one for the 11th and 12th classes. So people who are coming to the page don't get confused. Then you need to have a Google ad account, keyword research and planning, search ads creation, of course, and then a conversion tracking. Now these are the normal practice which you have to do while deploying the Google campaigns. Now coming to the Facebook part, everything normally stays same over here. It's just that we have kept we have chosen a campaign type of lead generation. So we have multiple type of campaigns in Facebook as well, starting with awareness campaign, lead generation campaign, traffic campaigns, conversion campaigns. For this activity, we are going to do it using lead generation campaign. Courses are going to be NEET classes, JEE 11th and 12th. Placements is going to be Facebook and Instagram, and then ad formats have to be creatives, carousel and video. Now this is the very important part. Whenever you make a plan for Google search, in fact, your ads formats are going to be text only. You can't have video ads, you can't have display ads in the search campaign. However, when you come into the meta, then you can have different kind of ad formats. You can either have simple banners, which are called as creatives. You can have multiple banners, which is called as carousel. And then you have a video as well. The targeting is going to be India, types is going to be leads. So the campaign type is basically leads over here. Then the average cost is something which we have pulled out from the previous experience. Now you don't have a tool like Keyword Planner or Meta Planner through which you can pull out the bidding amount. You need to know the bidding amount of that market for the particular subject. So for lead generations in courses like NEET, JEE and 11, 12 in India, the average cost stays somewhere around, it varies somewhere in between 10 to 15. So I'm just going with 15 rupees as the bidding amount. Then the CTR stays around 2%. Conversion rate also stays lesser than what you get from Google, which is 3%. However, you will see the bidding amount is very less in Facebook as compared to Google. Reason being, in Google, you always have intent and a lot of competition, auction happens over there. And here you don't have such auctions, such competition. That's why the bidding in Facebook or Instagram is always going to be lesser than what you get from Google. So simply we are having the same, following the same format, and then you are talking about generating 500, in fact 200 leads at the spend of 1 lakh rupees. So this is the plan for Google. I'm sorry, Meta, and the previous one was for Google. And now these are the deliverables where you spend 3 lakh rupees, you get this much of impression. I simply summed up all the things from the previous sheets. You get 350 leads, and the average cost per lead is gonna be cost divided by leads. I just need to cross check the leads numbers. It should be slightly more than 350 because we got 200 leads from Facebook and then 250 leads from Google. So it simply means we have generated 450 leads. And that's right. Now these are the deliverables in terms of a chart. It's up to you how do you present your media plan. Now I'm gonna put the links of all these plans somewhere at the bottom of this video so you get to know what exactly you are looking at. In fact, I have multiple media plans for you. I'm just coming into this link of a website which is mediaplanning.cancan.com. Here you have again the process of creating a media plan. First you create a media plan summary sheet, then you do the keyword research, and then you complete the entire media planning creation process. And then you have the media planning sheets available for e-commerce, then for institutes, then for real estates, then for USA market, for LinkedIn market and for the medical or hospitals. So you don't have to worry much. If you can create this plan, it's well good for you. If not, then you can watch this video, maybe watch it twice and thrice, and then you try to make this plan by yourself. And if you want the formats, the link is going to be available on the website or maybe somewhere below the video, through which you can buy the media plan format. So I sign off from the video now, and I'll see you when I get to see you. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.